America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Salamanca City Central School District acknowledges the homeland of the Anandawaka, the people of the Great Hill, the Seneca people on whose ancestral and modern-day land Salamanca School District now stands and whose water we enjoy. We stand with all Indigenous peoples in their resolve to remain connected to their land. While we cannot undo what has been done, it is the goal of the Salamanca City Central School District to recognize the history and make improvements that will benefit the next 7 generations of Indigenous students.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome. Just a couple of housekeeping items. Mr. Early and Mr. Rattler are both excused tonight. Do we have any changes to the agenda?
Yes, there are a couple. Item 6A, we revised some of the language in the Board of Education goals just to make them more syntaxically correct. We also adjusted 6B and 6D, the date range, due to a typographical error. We revised the wording on the litigation settlement agreement to comply with the attorney recommendation. We deleted an appointment of a music teacher at her request. And the F, we added the capital project phase 4 summary report to the information.
Okay. With that, I need a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion, second.
Motion by Carrie, second by Dale. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion carried. Oh, let's see, communications. Anyone? Item 6. Okay. And we'll move on to the central office message. Anything for us?
We just had a health, wellness and safety committee meeting for the first time in years, which was great, and looking forward to getting that rolling. And we'll eventually do an update for the board on that as well. And other than that, it's pretty much status quo.
Okay. Then we'll move on to the board message. Ted, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I used to actually be first. Yeah, just wanted to welcome staff, students all back. It's amazing how quick over a week has already flew by since school started. It's nice just to see the kids back out in sports and kids running around at school, and the weather's been nice for that. We got to a couple weeks ago. My kid is just now going into kindergarten, so it was nice that the picnic turned out to be, beautiful weather for what that was, and then the bus run and everything else went pretty smoothly overall. So just wanted to thank all the staff and volunteers that took part in that stuff to bring that together, because I know families and the youngsters definitely appreciate that little bit of introduction before the overstimulation, then the understimulation, then the I don't want to go, to finally on the last day of the first week, I'm all right with it, that phase of school. So just wanted to thank everybody for all that, and looking forward to the next couple of weeks as things really get rolling.
Tracy?
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you. The picnics were really nice. I went to Prospect as well as the high school, middle school. I know that there's a lot of work and a lot of effort put into those to make them so nice. So thank you, everybody who helps out with those. Hope everybody's enjoying their first week, full week of school. And we'll continue to enjoy it for the rest of the school year. And that's it for me.
Okay. Dale?
Yeah, likewise, I want to welcome everybody back to this 2024-25 school year. Like Tracy was saying, we're 1 week into it, so we have 39 more weeks to go. So let's give a big push. And yeah, just thanks for getting everything up and going year after year. It's been a nice thing to see, and nice thing to not hear from parents that there's an issue. So it's been very smooth, and I thank everybody for that.
Awesome. Thank you. Carrie?
Yeah, welcome back, everybody, and again, thanks to all the staff, all the buildings, everybody. Thank you for everything that you guys do, and it's much appreciated. And new year, like it, love it. That's all I got. Thanks.
I'd also like to welcome everyone back, just as everybody stated. I got to go to the first day with all of the staff and get to give my spiel about different things, which I'll reiterate a little bit again, our number one board goal you're gonna see that's on here is that we want to make kids smarter. I also said, we don't want to just make them smarter, we want to make them successful, and that starts with everyone in the building. Whether it's the bus driver, cleaner, everybody touches a kid's lives. So if there's anything or any ideas that we have to make our kids more successful and to make them smarter, we want to hear it. We don't care if it sounds crazy, because we like to think outside the box on a lot of areas. And usually when we have a kind of crazy idea, Karen always comes up with a way to help fund it, and Mark always helps make it happen. So please bring your ideas, because we want to make this district the best that it can be. And we always want to have more people show up, but we're pretty scarce tonight, probably the first week of school. So welcome back, and thank you to everybody. And with that, I'll turn it over to Dr.
Sure.
Miller.
Just a couple things. You mentioned we're a little bit scarce, and that's because some of our administrators are still out and about working, and wrapping up conversations with parents and athletic events and other events that are going on. So I did want to just make a note and thank you regarding the exceptionally smooth opening. There's a lot of stress that happens, not just on that opening day, but the week or two before, particularly the week before, at least for me, because in the years past, there have always been problems that popped up. And for the first time since I've been here, that week before school opened, there weren't any significant issues. In fact, I would be stretched to even say there were any issues that came up throughout the week, which was actually more stressful because you're anticipating like, okay, now I don't know what the problem is, and it's going to happen on the first day of school. And I would say to my surprise, and also my delight, the opening of school on the first day really went off without a hitch whatsoever. I sort of tell our staff, the first day of school is successful if all of our students get here safely and they get home safely. Because there are so many factors that go into ensuring that we have our students here successfully. And if you think about, we have 3 and 4-year-olds for the very first time getting on a bus, going to a different location, getting off the bus, getting into their classroom, and then getting back on the correct bus, which might be a different bus, because we will transport students to any number of locations throughout the week. And fortunately, we're here. Mr. Ball is here, our Director of Transportation, and I just wanted to extend a sincere thank you to an exceptionally well done job, both on his part, on his assistant, Sue Wilson, and a special thank you to each and every one of our bus drivers. Having the opportunity to see the students get off the buses on the first day and then get on the buses, the checks, the double checks, the care that is exhibited by our transportation department to not only make sure that the kids are the right kids on the right bus, but also that the transportation experience is positive for them, is absolutely remarkable. And it really makes a big difference. And it allows all of us to really be able to sleep better, knowing that the students are in very good hands getting to and from school. So Mr. Ball, please extend our sincere thank you to everyone. And for the most part, well, actually, this is his first opening of school as our Director of Transportation. So good job, well done. Thank you. I also wanted to acknowledge our registration department, because we had an awful lot of students register at the very last moment. And in fact, all the way up till Kristen, did we have people registering today by any chance?
Yes, we did. And we
Okay,
are
so-
up from the enrollment that you're seeing in the board minutes, we're up to 1455 and more scheduled for the next 2 days again.
So even since the registration 2 days ago, we're up 4 more students. And it's in one of the board information reports, and I just want to acknowledge, one, the great job that Kristen and her office does in ensuring a smooth registration, because that's an exceptionally complex process. But also draw your attention to some of the numbers. This year's senior class is 128 students. So we were really proud last year when we hit that 100 mark. We're up 28% from last year. 11th grade is 106, 10th grade, 129, 9th grade, 109. These are some of the largest classes, and I believe there's only 4 out of our kindergarten through 12th grade that is under 100.
Wow.
So it's really, I think, an acknowledgement across the board to some of the good things that are happening here. And all of that requires a lot of work behind the scenes to get those students here and ensure that they're successful. And just extend once again the gratitude, because it really starts with the board being exceptionally supportive and providing the guidance and support to build a exemplary education system. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you. All right, with that, we will move on to our consent agenda. So we need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion.
Motion by Dale,
Second.
second by Tracy. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstain, motion carried. Item 5, we have no old business. Item 6, new business. First is our Board of Education goals for 24-25. Again, it's to make our students smarter, to improve attendance, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and then last, create a culture of trust. Those are our 4 board goals. And with that, I need a motion to approve the 24-25 board goals.
Motion.
Motion by Carrie,
Second.
second by Tad. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstain, motion carried. Item B is our parent transport contract from September 3rd, 2024 through June 24th of 2025. So we need a motion to approve the parental transportation contract.
Motion.
Motion by Dale,
Second.
second by Tracy. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstain, motion carried. Item C is our final budget transfer for 23-24. So we need a motion to approve that budget transfer.
Motion.
Motion by Tad,
Second.
second by Dale. Are there any questions? Karen, you want to make any comments on the final transfer?
That's really just to do cleanup, the end of the year when there's money left, we try to spend it on things that are one-time deals, equipment and so forth. So that really kind of just straightens us out.
Okay, so we got a motion by Tad, second by Dale. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion carried. Item D is our memorandum of understanding with Cornell Cooperative Extension, and that's from September 1st of 2024 through August 31st of 2025. So we need a motion to approve that MOU with Cornell Cooperative Extension.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Tracy, second by Dale. Are there any questions? All in favor? Opposed, abstained, motion carried. Item E is our consulting agreement with Gwin Consulting. And that is for the contract from September 1st of 2024 through June 30th of 2025. Not to exceed 39,500. So we need a motion to approve that consulting agreement.
Motion.
Motion by Dale, second by Carrie. Mark, you want to just explain a little
Sure.
bit about this?
So this is, we've been working with Carolyn Gwynn for the past several years. She is a nationally recognized expert and professor specific to literacy at some of our youngest grades. So she will be working with our teachers at Prospect and Seneca. And all of our teachers that have worked with her have expressed that it has been some of the most high-quality professional development that they have experienced. So we've expanded it a little bit more this year so she can have direct contact with our teachers. Many times our teachers will go to conferences where she will be presenting. But we have the opportunity to actually bring her here so she can work hand in hand with our classroom teachers directly. We find that to be the most effective, and it's continuous and ongoing as opposed to sort of a one-shot deal. As we know, the research tells us that while those are great for a day or two, the follow-through and the residual effect isn't that significant. So by having her come repeatedly, we really get the greatest impact on our instruction.
Awesome. All right, we have a motion by Dale, second by Carrie, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion carried. Item F is some items to, that we're declaring surplus, so there's 31 items, and I'm not gonna read them. But they are attached. So we do need a motion to approve, those items as surplus.
Motion.
Motion by Ted, second by Carrie. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion carried. Item G, we have the creation of a couple of positions. Effective July 1st, 2024, we have a Director of Business Education and an Assistant Director of Human Resources. And then effective September 11th, 2024, we have 2 part-time security guards. So we need a motion for the creation of those positions. Motion by Tracy,
Second.
second by Dale. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion carried. Item H is a change order for Lakeshore Paving in the amount of $34,504. So we need a motion to approve that change order.
Motion.
Motion by Dale,
Second.
second by Carrie. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion carried. Next, item I, we have our SSSO memorandum of agreement, and that MOA is for 24 through 27. And that is regarding sinus bonuses for new bus drivers. So we need a motion to approve the SSSO MOA. Okay.
Motion.
Motion by
Second.
Carrie, second by Ted. Are there any questions?
Yeah, can you give us a rundown on this
I
and
would
just give
be
us an
happy to.
update on our bus driver situation?
I would love to.
Yep.
And I gotta say, I like how you added the okay at the end.
Thank you.
That was good.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was a
trying,
little- yeah.
trying.
So this provides a signing bonus for new bus drivers. This is an area that we continually sort of really, I guess, basically struggle to get drivers. And one of the interesting problems, I guess, that we have is that many of our bus drivers end up working in other capacities for the district, which is great for their professional growth. The problem is we lose our own bus drivers. So in some ways, we're almost our own worst enemy, but we know it's good for our employees, and we're happy that they can take advantage of that growth for them. But we're constantly looking for new drivers. We will provide the training. I believe we're currently short about five bus drivers at the moment. And what that does is it causes stress realistically on the other drivers. So besides the transporting students to and from school at the beginning of school and the end of school, there are a large number of runs for athletics that occur during the day. We transport students pretty much all over the southern tier on a daily basis due to special programs that they might be in for academics. And then we have the field trips and athletics. So when we're short 5 drivers, the rest of the drivers have to essentially work a little bit harder. And in the past, we've had signing bonuses to encourage people to take these positions, and this will continue those signing bonuses for the next several years.
Thank you.
All right. Then we have a motion by Carrie, second by Ted. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion carried. Item J is our litigation settlement, which we have a settlement that's approved by the finance committee. And so now we need a motion to approve the litigation settlement.
It's actually two in there.
The two litigations.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Carrie, second by Dale. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion carried. Item 7 is our personnel consent agenda. Item 8A is our personnel action, our new hires, appointments, internships, volunteers, appointments. So item B, we need a motion to approve the personnel consent agenda.
Motion.
Motion by Dale,
Second.
second by Tracy. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion carried. Do we have?
We
anyone
do,
who would like to
right over my
address?
left shoulder, we have Mrs. Sullivan.
Hello.
Hello there. And as I mentioned earlier, Mrs. Oakes is tied up currently at Prospect, actually continuing to, as I said, wrap up some work that needed to get attended to. So she did have a couple more comments that I'd like to share. Kristen is from West Valley. She held a bachelor's degree in journalism and Spanish language from American University. She started her career as a project manager for an international news agency. In May, she earned a master's degree in childhood education and TESOL education from Canisius University. As a Canisius College graduate, it always, ties me up a little bit now. They call it Canisius University.
I've seen here.
It sounds so fancy, right? Kristen spent the last year in a 4th grade classroom at Silver Creek Elementary while she completed her studies. She resides currently in Eden with her husband, Brian. Couple other little notes. She's excited to be back in the area, loves the small town feel of Salamanca. Her literacy is skill development and language acquisition is really going to be an asset to the building and the district. She comes very highly recommended from Silver Creek, and they're sad to lose her, but we are happy to have her. And here's a little fun fact. Her first internship in journalism was at the Salamanca Press.
Oh, wow.
There you go. So, welcome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You got it.
You're welcome.
And I believe that is our only individual here, unless you'd like to say
I
something.
can say a few words, sure.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'll stay seated, more casual. I'm already kind of higher up above people, which is weird. But I just wanted to thank, Principal Kim Oakes and the grade level team lead, Aaron, just for giving me the opportunity for, entrusting me to educate prospect students. And just on the board goal of building trust and relationships, something I mentioned in my interview is something I feel strongly about is that we lead with humanity and empathy. I mean, that comes first. And then after that, we're building that trusting relationship and then we can start learning from there. And just that I'm looking forward to meeting my class. It's a little weird to come in. Everyone's talking about that first week going smoothly. I'm like, I guess that's my first week. So I'm looking forward to meeting my class tomorrow and getting started. So I just appreciate it.
Great.
Welcome.
Well,
We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
I do want to mention, I see Nicole Spooneybarger is online. So a special thank you to Nicole. She will be fulfilling the role of teacher assistant for us. So we will extend our warrior welcome to her now and even more so when we see her in person.
Congratulations.
I think that's it.
All right. Item 8 is our board information reports and discussion. We do have a couple building changes. Mark Hill went from Prospect to Seneca. And Lee Belichewski went from Prospect to Seneca. And then Sabrina Manchester went from Prospect to Seneca. We also have our enrollment data, which is looking good. We love that. We love when it keeps climbing and people keep coming. It's very exciting. And we do have a thank you card that was sent to us. And that was from to the Salamanca Board of Education. Thank you for the wonderful wind chimes for my retirement. I am enjoying them daily. Barb Metzger. So that was really nice of her to send that. So thank you, Barb. It's nice to be appreciated. We do have our capital project phase 4 summary reports and then our upcoming events. September 11th, is our Indigenous Education Committee meeting. Right here at 4 p.m. September 26th is the ACASB Fall Dinner Meeting to be held at Moonlinks. And then October 8th is our next Board of Education meeting at 5:30 right here. And then October 9th is the next Indigenous Education meeting. So with that, we need a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of personnel and property acquisition.
Motion.
Motion by Carrie. Second. Second by Tab. All in favor? Opposed, abstained, motion carried. We're not gonna take any action, but thank you, everybody, for coming. We appreciate it. Go Warriors.
Go Warriors.
Are we just staying in here?
Why don't we go down to the new conference room?
Sure.